speaking people. So that was the basis on which it was accepted. At the same time, there was also this kind of partition anxiety. You know, at that time there was a real apprehension that if you have smaller states, it might lead to some kind of assertion of identity, and it might weaken the national unity and integrity. So those were the basis. And then there was a 5-year plan agenda, that if you have a bigger state, probably you can better mobilize the resources and have development. So with the benefit of hindsight, you can say that it was a mistake or something. But I think there was a definitive thinking.
You mean the criteria which was at that point of time, which was fixed for creating more new states? I think it fulfilled that criteria. Dr. Shukla, what is your opinion? You know, Telangana has always been different from the rest of the region. So do you think by merging it into Andhra Pradesh, the separate identity of Telangana was lost?
Probably not. But then at that time, a lot of other states also underwent, like Maharashtra, for example. Similar things happened at that time. I think the idea was to have the union of states get going. And these problems came later on.
Dr. Puri, what is your opinion? I mean, does Telangana and Andhra Pradesh represent what can be termed as the fallacies of the States Reorganization Commission to make the language as the basis of creating states?
I recall distinctly the uprising in Telangana, which was a great challenge that Sardar Patel faced. And in order to dilute, if not demolish, the basis of the uprising and disturbances in Telangana, it was probably the most politically wise thing to merge them with a larger entity where they would have greater opportunities while retaining their distinctiveness at the same time. But I don't think there was much of a choice. You see, fragmentation was an anathema to the thinking after the experience of partition and Holocaust that followed the partition.
But when you say there wasn't much of a choice, I think even the States Reorganization Commission, as far as Telangana region is concerned, they had indicated that perhaps it's time to wait, let's wait till 1961, till the census, and see how the state, the demand comes up.
But the mood of the people, you see, it's one thing for a juridical kind of commission to take an objective, pragmatic view. But the ground reality was that the emotions were so, people were so charged with the emotions that they wanted Telangana to have a distinct identity. And in order to rough it out or sort of tailor it, the wise thing was to absorb it and make it a part of
wise thing was to absorb it. Professor Khalid, at that point of time also there was a talk of certain safeguards as far as the Telangana region is concerned. So the benefit of hindsight, do you think not enough safeguards were actually included at that point of time in the agreement?
What I feel is that Telangana at that time, merger of Telangana in the first in the Andhra Pradesh, it was decided at that time because there was no other choice, as other panelists have also said, because at that time the whole of the state of Hyderabad, it was disputed at that time. Nizam wanted not to be part of India. He had even invited that he should go to the United Nations to seek membership of the
He actually wanted a separate corridor.
Separate corridor, which was not acceptable at that time to the central government, as well as it was not viable to have a state within India and that in the center of India. So at that time Telangana, Rayalaseema and Coastal Andhra, there was no other choice but to make one Andhra Pradesh on the basis of language.
Yes, Ashutosh.
You know, in 1953, as we all know, that Andhra became a reality because of this agitation and all, and Nehru was not really very keen on that. Okay, that started the chain of the Telangana was witness to uprising, and that was radical. Even now, when you read the Sri Krishna Commission report recommendation, one of the ground on which it wants to keep a status quo is that if Telangana is created, how this small state would be able to tackle the Maoist challenge. The basic thinking is that smaller states are not really
there wasn't peasants agitation.
It was a radical thing, and probably Congress government was not very keen on. You know, there was some kind of political thinking also that Telangana might be under the influence of the left parties or something. Yeah, Marxists.
But Ashutosh, don't you think the government at that point of time, the Congress government at that point of time at the centre tried to hurry it up? They could have waited till 1961 or maybe even later, as the States Reorganization Commission had recommended.
Yeah, this demand has been going on, like in Telangana, it has been a perennial issue. How Congress has tackled it, the Congress is like a catch-2 position for Congress. Congress doesn't want to annoy the people of Telangana. It doesn't want to lose vote also in the other 2 regions. And most of the time what Congress has done is to co-opt the leaders from Telangana, like Chenna Reddy was made the chief minister. This is one. Second thing is that, Andhra politics has been dominated by like Jats in Punjab. I always say it has been dominated by the Reddys and Kamas, and Reddys are present in all the 3 regions of Andhra, and Congress leadership has been basically coming from Reddy community. So that has been, Reddy community is not very keen to bifurcate, because then they would be losing out, because Telangana is dominated by OBCs, Dalits as well as the minorities. 90% of the people of Telangana, they don't belong to upper caste, so-called upper caste. So that is, there is that kind of apprehension also.
There is lack of development also, which is one of the.
In fact, that is one of the concerns when Telangana was to be merged. A lot of people felt that Telangana would be kind of, its identity would be.
It's not only Telangana. In fact, we are in for a grand reorganization of the whole India. It is coming. I think it's very soon, because the
we'll just come to that. Dr. Shukla, the then Prime Minister, Pandit Nehru, like many others, had expressed doubts about the merger, and he reportedly compared the merger to a matrimonial alliance with a provision for divorce.
Yes.
Now, since the alliance partners haven't really been able to get along, is it time to split and have a separate state of Telangana?
Well, I certainly think it cannot be compared to a marriage, but still, you see, the Indian state, there have been always doubts that having very larger number of states would weaken the fabric, the social fabric or the political fabric of the country. That was a hesitation. I think coming immediately post 1947, this was a fear in the minds of the.
Now I don't think we need to fear that.
Yes, we needn't compare that at all. And the only way I think now to keep the political entity unified is to make the people real and equal partners, should we say, in the power sharing process.
So that will possibly happen if you have smaller states?
Smaller states.
Dr. Puri, the agitations in the Telangana region started in fact way back in the 60s. I think 68 you had a very big agitation. And despite these agitations or series of agitations, in 1973 through a 6-point formula, the centre diluted some of the provisions in the agreement, which was there when Telangana region was merged with Andhra Pradesh. Do you think that was a mistake to have diluted those provisions?
You couldn't absorb those provisions in their original form. You had to tailor them, or to not really subdue them, but make them amenable to fit into a larger design. So there was no other choice. What else? If were you to accept all the demands as they were originally put, I don't think this would have prevented the ripples elsewhere for the polity.
Dr. Puri, we have to go into a break, but before that a quick reaction. But why did you have to dilute these provisions in 1973, which is almost about 15 years after the merger?
In 1973, if you recall, the mood of the country was definitely different and vastly more how shall I say, dominating, and these minor things could have been managed, and they were managed had it been some other time. You see, the post.
So you mean it was a requirement of the time?
Absolutely. It's the
Ashutosh, you agree?
Indira Gandhi period, centralizing and personalizing kind of leadership,
and she could get
away. Where the chief ministers would be changed at the whims of the prime minister. So it was like Indira Gandhi phase. That would be the phase when you would only have the union territories being graduated to the constituent state, like Arunachal Pradesh.
But looking back, Ashutosh, don't you think that appears to have been the undoing?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, I don't see how it is. You see, in post-Bangladesh mood of the country, to even consider demands which seemed abrasive and dangerous, I don't think it was possible, and you could just steamroll them, and that is what
she did. Time for a short break now. When we return, we try to find out whether creation of smaller states will result in better governance. Welcome back. After the break, we are discussing whether smaller states ensure better administration and higher growth. Professor Khalid, do you think the Telangana issue has been mishandled? If you recall, the demand for separate state gained momentum sometimes in 2001. That is when the Telangana Rashtriya Samiti was formed, and the Congress was in alliance with the TRS.
In fact, it's not mishandled. Congress has handled it properly, I will say, because Congress was never serious to create Telangana. So it's not mishandling. Congress has always promised that we will create Telangana, and when election comes.
All the parties have
and in fact all the national parties. When the election is over, then this is diluted.
But now the Congress and the UPA have a serious crisis on their hands.
Yes, now Congress is between the devil and the deep sea. At the same time, they want that it should be created, because their own cadre is also leaving and they are resigning. On the other hand, if they create other two regions, they annoy those regions and they will get no support in the next election. In those regions.
It's a no-win situation. Do you agree with the findings of the Sri Krishna committee report?
Sri Krishna committee report, whatever little I have read about the committee report, it's very comprehensive in its scope and all. It has gone into history and all.
It is comprehensive, but primarily it is for a united Andhra
Pradesh. Yeah, they want a status quo because they have two options. They have given two options broadly. One, they say that keep Andhra Pradesh united, but then create like Telangana Provincial Council, Telangana Regional Council, and also have a council for water management, irrigation and all those problems like farmer suicide and all. This is one. Second, they say, second option would be that you divide between the two, Telangana as a separate state and Rayalaseema or rest of Andhra as a separate, like pre-56 position they want. Like the two position, out of the two position, they say this position is better. It's working position that keep Andhra Pradesh united. And why keep Andhra Pradesh united? As I said, one, Maoist problem. Second, they say that there is a great degree of hostility.
So are you in agreement with the Sri Krishna report?
No, I think this report doesn't tell anything. You know, it's just like a exercise which is.
Or let me put it differently. Are you for a separate state of Telangana?
See, Telangana can be created, in my considered opinion, because Sri Krishna report has said very clearly that there is a wide support, ground support for the creation of Telangana in all the sections of Telangana region. They have gone to meet very many people. Now, in the same report, they have not included the interviews they held with the police officers and the army officers. And probably these police officers and the bureaucrats, they told them that if you create Telangana, Telangana would be unable to handle the Maoist problem, which is not really acceptable to me. I mean, this kind of argument that in the name of internal security and
in the name of internal security, you can't deny a certain area its rights.
It reminds me of like the Salwa Judum kind of situation.
Professor Shukla, the committee recommended creation of a separate Telangana Regional Council that is within the state. Now, do you think that's a viable option?
You see, keeping 3 or 4 kind of ethnic and cultural groups with conflicting interests